Welcome to US Numismatics Hub. What if I told you that this ordinary-looking state quarter in your pocket could actually be worth a small fortune? Today, we're uncovering secrets hidden in plain sight, coins that could shock every collector. Take a closer look. You won't believe what you might find. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into the Virginia State Quarter from 2000. At first glance, it may seem like a simple coin, part of the 50 state quarters program, but this coin holds surprises that make it stand out among collectors. So stay with me, pay close attention, and let's explore why this small piece of metal could be worth a small fortune. The Virginia State Quarter was part of a program that ran from 1999 to 2008, celebrating each U.S. state with a unique design. Virginia's quarter features the image of George Washington, the first president of the United States, crossing the Delaware River, an iconic scene from American history. Surrounding this detailed depiction are the words Virginia, 1788, for the year it joined the Union, and E pluribus unum, reflecting the motto of the United States. While the design itself is stunning, what truly excites collectors is the coin's rarity and the possibility of minting errors. Because millions of these quarters were produced for circulation, most were used in everyday transactions. Over time, most coins experienced wear and tear, losing the sharp details that make them valuable. This is why finding a Virginia State quarter from 2000 in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. Coins that retain their original luster, sharp edges, and clear details are highly sought after. Collectors examine every aspect of the coin, from the fine lines in Washington's uniform to the delicate waves of the river, to determine its quality and potential value. But the excitement doesn't stop at condition. Minting errors can transform an ordinary coin into a true collector's gem. One of the most desirable errors is the double die. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, causing parts of the design or lettering to appear doubled. On the Virginia State Quarter, this might show up in the date, the state name, or even in the river's details that off-center strikes are another fascinating error. When the coin isn't perfectly aligned during minting, part of the design is shifted, leaving a portion of the coin blank. The more pronounced the shift, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors also seek out die cracks, which appear as raised lines on the coin caused by cracks in the die. Each crack makes the coin unique. Clip planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to cutting errors, are also highly prized. Some rare examples even appear on the wrong planchet, giving the coin a different weight, composition, or color. These unusual coins are extremely rare and can attract significant attention from collectors. Because of these factors, collectors are always on the lookout for coins like the Virginia State Quarter from 2000. Even a coin that appears ordinary at first can hold a hidden surprise, and the hunt for these rare examples is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. What could a Virginia State Quarter from 2000 actually be worth? Most coins are still worth their face value, 25 cents. But if you find one in perfect, uncirculated condition, or even better, with a rare minting error, its value can increase dramatically. In an extraordinary case, a rare example of the Virginia State Quarter from 2000 has been valued at $97,000. Yes. A single coin that could potentially be worth $97,000. The next time you come across a Virginia State Quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, examine the details, and remember that even the smallest coin can hold a story and a hidden treasure. Top 2, we're diving into the Kansas State Quarter from 2005, a coin that might look simple at first, but for collectors, it's a treasure waiting to be uncovered. Stick around, because this quarter has secrets that make it far more valuable than most people realize. The Kansas State Quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each coin celebrated a state with a unique design. Kansas Quarter showcases a striking image of a buffalo in the state outline, highlighting the state's rich history and its connection to the Great Plains. The words Kansas and 1861, the year Kansas joined the Union, are prominently displayed, alongside E pluribus unum, the traditional motto of the United States. While the design itself is visually impressive, collectors are drawn to this coin for its rarity, condition, and potential minting errors. Because millions of Kansas quarters were produced for circulation, most ended up heavily used, showing wear, scratches, and dulled surfaces over time. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Collectors pay attention to every detail, examining the buffalo's horns, the clarity of the lettering, and the crispness of the state outline. The sharper and cleaner the coin, the higher its potential value. But what really makes the Kansas State quarter from 2005 exciting is the possibility of minting errors. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, causing certain parts of the design, like the date or the letters in Kansas, to appear doubled. Coins with this error are highly collectible and can be worth far more than standard coins. Off-center strikes are another remarkable error. When a coin is not properly aligned during minting, part of the design is missing or shifted. The more pronounced the misalignment, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors also seek die cracks, which show as raised lines caused by cracks in the die, and clipped planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. Each of these features makes a coin unique and highly desirable. In extremely rare cases, a coin might be struck on the wrong planchet, giving it a different color, weight, or metal composition. These unusual examples are incredibly scarce and can command significant attention in the collector market. Because of these factors, coin collectors often spend hours going through rolls, old collections, and coin jars, hoping to discover a rare example. The thrill of spotting something unusual, a double die, a sharp uncirculated coin, or a subtle minting error, is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. What could a Kansas State quarter from 2005 actually be worth? Most coins are still worth their face value of 25 cents. But if you find one in exceptional uncirculated condition, or better yet, with a rare minting error, its value can skyrocket. In an extraordinary case, a rare Kansas State quarter from 2005 has been valued at $91,000 US. A single quarter that could potentially be worth $91,000 the next time you come across a Kansas State quarter from 2005. Don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, examine every detail, and remember that even a small coin can hold a hidden treasure. Top 3, we're taking a close look at the United States State quarter from Saratoga, minted in 2015. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin from the 50 State Quarters program, but for collectors, this quarter is anything but ordinary. Stick around because this little coin could be hiding a massive surprise. The Saratoga State Quarter was part of a program that honored the rich history and unique characteristics of each state. Its design celebrates Saratoga's historical significance, capturing imagery that symbolizes the region's culture, heritage, and natural beauty. Like all state quarters, it carries the inscriptions of the state name, the year it joined the Union, and the motto E Pluribus Unum, reflecting the unity of the United States. While the design is beautiful, collectors are drawn to this coin for more than just aesthetics. Its true appeal lies in its rarity, condition, and the potential for minting errors. Despite millions being minted for circulation, many of these coins were handled, spent, or stored carelessly, resulting in where that diminishes their collector value. Finding a Saratoga quarter from 2015 in flawless, uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Coins that retain their original shine, sharp edges, and crisp details are highly sought after. Every tiny detail, the clarity of the lettering, the precision of the imagery, and the smoothness of the surface, can make a massive difference in value. But what really makes this coin exciting are the rare minting errors that can occur during production. One of the most coveted errors is the double die. This happens when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, causing certain elements of the design, like letters or numbers, to appear doubled. Coins with this type of error are extremely collectible and often command high prices. Off-center strikes are another fascinating anomaly. When a coin is misaligned during striking, part of the design may appear shifted or missing. The more offset the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Die cracks, raised lines appearing from cracks in the minting die, are another rare feature. Each crack makes the coin unique and highly desirable among collectors. Clip planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a cutting error, also attract attention and can significantly increase value. In very rare instances, coins may even be struck on the wrong planchet, giving them a different metal composition or weight. These unusual examples are incredibly scarce and often sell for thousands of dollars. Collectors often spend hours sifting through rolls, old coin collections, and even jars of spare change, searching for these rare and unique examples. The thrill of discovering a coin that stands out, a pristine, uncirculated quarter, or one with a subtle minting error, is what makes numismatics so exciting. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. What could a Saratoga State quarter from 2015 actually be worth? Most coins are still valued at their face value, 25 cents. But if you're lucky enough to find one in perfect condition or with a rare error, its value could be extraordinary. In one remarkable case, a rare Saratoga State quarter from 2015 has been valued at $86,000. Yes, a single coin that could potentially be worth $86,000. The next time you come across a Saratoga quarter, don't just glance and move on. Examine it closely, check for sharp details, and see if it might be one of those rare treasures. Even a coin that seems ordinary at first glance can hold an extraordinary story and an extraordinary value. We're diving into one of those hidden treasures, the United States State Quarter from Alaska, minted in 2008. Stick with me, because this little coin might be worth far more than you imagine. The Alaska State Quarter is part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Its design is breathtaking, capturing the state's rugged wilderness and natural beauty. The coin features a grizzly bear alongside its cubs, symbolizing strength, protection, and Alaska's rich wildlife heritage. Behind the bears, you can see the majestic mountains, representing the state's iconic landscapes. Around the edge, the coin proudly displays Alaska, the year it joined the Union, 1959, and E pluribus unum, the United States' timeless motto. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary coin. But for collectors, what makes this quarter truly exciting is the rarity, condition, and possibility of minting errors. Millions of these quarters were made for circulation, and most were used in everyday transactions. Over time, the majority show scratches, wear, and dulled surfaces, which diminishes their value. That's why finding an Alaska quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition is a true treasure. Collectors examine every detail of the coin: the sharpness of the grizzly bear, the clarity of the cubs, the crisp lines of the mountains, and the perfection of the lettering. The more precise and clean the details, the higher the coin's collector value. But rarity isn't just about condition, it's also about unique minting errors. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die, which happens when a coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles, making parts of the design, like the state name or date, appear doubled. Coins with this feature are extremely rare and highly desirable. Off-center strikes are another fascinating error. When a coin isn't properly aligned during striking, part of the design can be missing or shifted. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more collectors value it. Die cracks are another feature that draws attention. Raised lines caused by cracks in a minting die give each coin a unique character. Clip planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to cutting errors, are another rare and collectible feature. In even rarer cases, coins may be struck on the wrong planchet, giving them a different weight or color than usual. These unusual coins are extremely scarce and can bring incredible value to collectors lucky enough to find them. Collectors spend hours searching through rolls of coins, old jars, and hidden collections, hoping to discover an Alaska quarter that stands out. The thrill of finding a coin in perfect condition or with a subtle minting error is what makes coin collecting so exciting and rewarding. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. What could an Alaska State quarter from 2008 actually be worth? Most of these coins are still worth their face value, 25 cents. But a coin in flawless, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare minting error, can reach astonishing values. In a remarkable case, a rare Alaska State quarter from 2008 has been valued at $81,000. Yes, a single quarter that could potentially be worth $81,000. So next time you come across an Alaska quarter, don't just overlook it. Take a closer look, examine the details, and you might just be holding a hidden treasure. Top 5 today, we're exploring one of those hidden gems, the United States State Quarter from Minnesota, minted in 2005. Stay with me, because this small coin might surprise you with its rarity and potential worth. The Minnesota State Quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's famous 50 State Quarters program, celebrating the unique heritage of each state. Minnesota's quarter beautifully captures the state's natural beauty and culture. On the reverse, you'll find a scene depicting a Minnesota farmer plowing a field with the sun rising in the background, symbolizing the state's strong agricultural history and hardworking spirit. Around the design, the coin proudly displays Minnesota, the year it joined the Union, 1858, and E pluribus unum, a motto representing the unity of the United States. At first glance, it might appear as a simple, everyday quarter, but collectors know that the real value lies in rarity, condition, and minting anomalies. Millions of these coins were circulated, so most today show signs of wear, scratches, or fading, making flawless examples extremely rare. Collectors pay close attention to every detail: the farmer's plow, the fine lines of the sun, and the crispness of the lettering. Coins that maintain sharp details, original luster, and smooth surfaces can be worth significantly more than their face value. Minting errors add another layer of excitement. One of the most sought-after mistakes is the double die, which happens when a coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles. This causes elements like the state name, date, or design features to appear doubled. Coins with this error are highly coveted by collectors. Off-center strikes are another rare error. When the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, part of the design is shifted or missing, making it a unique collector's item. Die cracks, visible as raised lines caused by cracks in the minting die, and clip planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to cutting errors, are also highly desirable. These mistakes make each coin unique and can significantly increase its value. In extremely rare cases, coins may be struck on the wrong planchet, giving them a different color, weight, or metal composition. These unusual coins are some of the most sought-after treasures in U.S. coin collecting. Collectors spend countless hours sifting through coin rolls, old collections, and jars of spare change, hunting for rare examples. The thrill of discovering a pristine Minnesota State quarter or one with a subtle minting error is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. What could a Minnesota State quarter from 2005 actually be worth? While most are still valued at 25 cents, a coin in perfect condition or with a rare error can reach incredible heights. In an extraordinary case, a rare Minnesota State quarter from 2005 has been valued at $74,000, yes. A single quarter that could potentially be worth $74,000. The next time you come across a Minnesota State quarter, don't just toss it aside. Examine it carefully, check for sharp details, and you might be holding a hidden treasure that if you love discovering rare coins and want to see more incredible finds, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to U.S. Numismatics Hub. Your next treasure might already be in your pocket.